Good morning, welcome down to the Devon koi pond. Another Sunday morning. Nice today, dry, starting to get a little bit cold. We're moving into autumn now, but it's looking like it's going to be a nice day for a bit of ponding. So today we're going to have a quick look at water turnover rates, and I'm going to give the veg filter a bit of a hoover out in the bottom as well. But water turnover rates. Now, a lot of people turn their ponds over too quickly. Your water needs some dwell time in the filters to actually clear the bacteria. So the speed you want to turn your water over in your pond at, it's quite crucial that you don't turn it over too fast or too slowly, but there's quite a big window in the middle that you get to play with. You don't want to really turn it over in under an hour. You want to be turning it over between 1 hour and 4 hours, depending on the size of the pond. A large pond you can turn over a lot slower than a small pond. In a small pond, you want to be closer to the 1 hour window than the 4 hour window, and so on like that. So a large pond, say 8,000–9,000 gallons, you can probably take it right up to nearly the 4 hour window and give the water more dwell time in your filters, and this will actually work better than putting it through too quickly, because if you put it through too quickly, your biomass just isn't getting a chance to take the ammonia, nitrite and nitrate out of your filters. It needs that time in the filters to clean it. An easy way to see what you can do with some of this is to actually test the water as it comes out the end of the filter against a sample of pond water. On your test kit, there might be a dramatic difference between what's coming out the end of the filter and what's in the pond. It can be surprising sometimes what difference those two samples would show. So you can test those two samples at different speeds and find an optimum speed to run your pumps at. But generally a longer dwell time in the filters also aids with the settlement of any muck that's in the water. It'll help with the settlement of your fines. Everything will come out of the water given more time in the filters. Fines especially. If you're pumping your water through too quick, they're stirred up in the water all the time and they'll shoot through the filter and come straight out the other end. So they're just constantly circulating. But those fines, given time in the filter, will settle out. Now I've found at about 8,000, well, between 6 and sort of 8,000 litres is a good speed for mine, and I can get a dwell time in the filters of nearly 20 minutes at that, and it gives the fines a lot of time to settle out. I find my sediment tank, which is the veg filter, because the water runs slowly through that, I'm getting nearly 10 minutes of water time in that filter, from the water entering from the filters into the veg, drifting across the veg filter through everything and coming out the other side. I'm getting a good 10 minutes of water time, and that's a lot of time for sediment to float down out the water and settle on the bottom. So 300 gallons is a good size for that, and it works well for me. But please play around with the speed of your pumps and measure them against how well your filters are working, because you will probably find that you're running your pumps too fast. I run them up and quickly for a nice polish on the water if I'm having visitors, and I've got going to put some quilt on the end of the system. I'll pump the water through in 40 minutes, and I'll pump it through about 5 times, just to take all the little bits out before the visitors arrive and the water looks sparkling. But the best speed I found is probably between 6 and 8,000 litres, which is quite slow for a pond this size. That gives me a turnover the other side of 2 hours, but it works. So have a play around with it, and you might be surprised at what you can do just by slowing up or speeding down the water. As I said, with a smaller pond, you probably want to be slightly quicker than a larger pond or a medium pond. But generally, most people will find they can actually turn the speed that they're turning the whole system over down, and it will have no adverse effects. In fact, it'll probably make things better. Anyway, this week I'm giving away another plaque. So I've got this one to give away this week. Right, all you got to do to get an entry into it is just tell me how many gallons of water are in the veg filter. Simple. So that's a red plaque I've been given away this week. Free giveaway, anybody can enter, don't have to be subscribed. Just put a comment down in the comments and you'll be in the draw for this one. All you need to do is tell me how many gallons of water in the veg filter. Simple. So we're going to go over now, and I'm going to give the veg filter a bit of a hoover out on the bottom. It's got a bit of sediment in it, which it's picked up over the last, I probably hoovered it just over a month and a half ago. I hoover it out around the bottom every now and again because it's surprising how much sediment it picks up, and it's not too nice to have a lot of rubbish floating around in it. I'm going to be a little bit careful because there is some fry in the pond, so I'm just going to gently run it around on the bottom. But let's go over and have a look at that a minute. I'll just spread it out down across the lawn. Oh, there. I'll give that a hoover out in the bottom there. Once every now and then, over a couple of months, and that sorts that out. Walking past the fry tank here. There's several in here now that are showing some size, but they're going to have to go in the veg filter soon. I haven't had any more losses in the last week, so I think things have nearly sorted themselves out there. So there, that was a quick clean of the veg filter. As I said, I do that a couple times a month maybe. It's surprising the amount of sediment that gets in the bottom of it, and I found I get even more with the water turning over slowly, and the filters work even better. Not going full blast, it's just too quick. Give the bio time to eat the ammonia, nitrate and nitrite in your filters. Okay, competition, don't forget this week, the plaque, nice koi plaque, could be yours. Just tell me how many gallons of water in the veg filter, which I've mentioned several times in this video. And this could be yours. Put a comment in the comments down below. You could win that one. So, from me down here this week at the Devon Koi Pond, have a great day. Look after your own pond. Keep your fish happy. So, happy ponding. Bye for now.
Thank you.